It's early in the game. A strong 58% win rate player has 2 cities and 2 settlements, but I have aqueduct. Who is stronger? Watch to the end to find out. Welcome to another episode of Cities and Knights game analysis. So the dice mode is balanced and the game speed is very fast. Let's take a look at the board. So I'm the second to pick. The first impression is there are lots of wheat and there's a 5 war, but that's at a place that people don't. It's next to a 2 wood, so nobody wants to pick that spot unless necessary. So for me, since I'm pretty much forced to pick the 3 war or the 11 war in order to guarantee that I have war to build a knight before the first barbarian attack. Ideally, I like to place a city next to the 3 or 11 war. So I think here I made a mistake, as you will see. I decided to go with a 4, 8, 10 wheat, 2 wheat and 1 sheep. Thinking that because there's 3 and 11, I will be able to get at least one of it after blue plays the city and the settlement. However, the reason I say it's a mistake is that actually blue can totally just take the 3, 4, 6 or sheep and wood spot as a city, which is a great because it gives you the city improvement on all the 3 categories. And I will be basically blocked off the ore unless I go to the 3, 11, 10. Fortunately, he didn't do that. Actually, he could do that and just pair with the 4, 9, 11 break and go to the wheat port. He didn't. Luckily, I didn't do that. He didn't do that. So I get to get a great pick for my city, which is a 6, 4, 11. Again, I made another mistake here, pointing the road towards the 5, 6, 12, which I really should be pointing towards the wheat because I have a lot of wheat. I don't have break, so if I really fight for that 5, 6, 12 spot, I would be losing for sure. So I honestly don't know what I was thinking over there. That's a big mistake. Anyway, the other two players are actually very good players. I think the player with the lowest win rate is Cabra Cobra, and he has 48% win. Sword is a player I've played with before, and he has something like 60% win rate, so he's a very good player. So this is a very high level game. Anyway, let's get into the road starts. Let's get into the game. I don't have any trouble building my knights. Blue has no trouble building his knights. As for gray, fortunately 7th road and gray has to dispose of a lot of cards. He needs a 9, which is not hard at all, but as you can see, the black sheep moves very fast. So, 9 is road, so everyone's safe. Nobody loses city on the first barbarian attack. Like I said, the blue just goes for the 5, 6, 12 settlement, which is great. And my road placed over there is pretty useless. Anyway, what my next move should be. It's actually kind of tough. I don't have a break. I guess I could go for the 3, 2, 1 port, but also if I want to go for the second city just directly, 7th road, so I gotta discard a lot of cards. I only have an 11 ore. Unless I get lucky on the first pick of the progress card, I'm gonna pick science card. I get a medicine or mining, which is even better. I don't see how I can build a city over there. Anyway, since I'm pretty ahead of the city improvement, anything's possible. As you can see, I'm lucky I get a city, and also I have a master merchant, which is even better because I can spy on, looks like blue is going to build a settlement there. So once he gets up to 4 points, I'm able to spy blue and do whatever. Either it's building a city or build a road or even get the aqueduct. So if you notice, I actually get to level 2 aqueduct. There was 2 4s, and I thought I used a 4-to-1 trade to get additional paper. So I'm at level 2. I'm actually eyeing on the aqueduct as my first move. Here's why. As you can see, I have pretty good cards now. This is another great card, and if you can do the calculation, I already have aqueduct on my next turn. Why? Because I can roll a 4. Blue has more points, so blue will get a paper. I will get a paper. I can steal with a master merchant and get a paper. And I have a crane, and so I get level 3 city improvement on the science. I get aqueduct. So this is actually a great development. Although blue has 2 cities, his development is very fast. I'm just happy that I get aqueduct this early. And my diversity is okay. I share a 4 on the wheat and wood. And as you can see, somehow somebody solo blocked me, which is a little crazy. Maybe he knows that I close to aqueduct. Anyway, this is the turn I'm gonna get aqueduct. So after aqueduct, it's gonna be pretty clear that I'm gonna get city. Remember what I mentioned in my 4 golden rules. Once you have aqueduct, you wanna prioritize building cities instead of settlements. So this is where I'm gonna steal. I see a clause from blue. I'm just stealing that clause to prevent blue getting that clause quickly. Although he's gonna get it for sure because he has a 5 and 6 clause production. Anyway, I'm gonna just save my ore so I get city as soon as quickly as I can. There, the barbarian strength is 4. Okay, blue use road building and get another settlement. So his development is very fast. However, his progress or city improvement is kind of slow, lagging behind. My progress in the city improvement is very fast. So usually, so as you can see, everyone has 1 knight activated at the time, but there's the barbarian strength is 4. Someone gonna be the hero and save everybody. I don't really need to be that hero because I have aqueduct. Losing city is a bigger deal to, say, gray than me or even blue. So gray will have to be the hero and activate the second knight. Anyway, now everybody got a 2 activate knights. So if the black ship is rolled, everyone gets 1 progress card. So somehow gray drew from blue. He was looking at the points rather than the city improvement. I would think I would be in the lead, but anyway. So it seems to me that blue is a much better player. For example, if you notice, gray built a first settlement on the 3 and 10, where he doesn't have any paper to have a level 1 science improvement. I think that's a big mistake. You should get your level 1 science improvement as soon as you can. That just tells me that blue is just a stronger player, and he's also in a stronger position. Anyway, as you see, on the turn that everyone get to choose a progress card, I choose yellow card. I know a lot of people would be thinking, okay, science or the green cards are the best cards. I would agree with you if this is an early game. However, this is a mid game already. My habit is the first pick is always science card before I get my second city, because that's most helpful in terms of getting the second city. But eventually in the mid game, I will transition into getting yellow cards. The reason is that there's a 1 out of 3 chance you get a merchant, and merchant is huge. For example, if I get a merchant, I put on the wheat, I have so much flexibility now. I mean, I already have a lot of flexibility just having the aqueduct, but that's just the merchant in mid game. I could even just hoard it, just keep it, and then try to use it when I going for the win. So, and also in mid game, everyone eventually will have a lot of resources. So resource monopoly or commodity monopoly is more useful there. Anyway, I think gray just use 7 when 7 was rolled, plays on my 8. That's pretty useless because I have aqueduct. The correct move, if gray is rolling 7, should be put on my 4 and blue's 4, because I have 2-4. So that's a great advantage of getting aqueduct, is you're not as afraid of blocking as when you do not have aqueduct. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna do kind of rubber hopping, put it on my own 6, and then just move away. I guess I was just thinking whether I should block, who I should draw from and who I should block. So I get my first metropolis, the yellow metropolis. I'm very much ahead actually, although blue has 2 more settlement. So there's really like this is not a game I could just play from behind. I'm gonna be the target no matter what. So I'm just gonna go up, leading, and just try to finish the game quickly. By the way, if you notice, I had a sabotage and I was 5 points. Didn't use that. That was a big mistake. It's a mistake that I keep making for some reason. Same with the wedding and master merchant. I always forget to use my card before I get more points. So, anyway, that actually hurts me. If I use that, I mean, having a lot of cards, can be a problem later on, late in the game, especially when everyone has the blue improvement or the politics improvement, because there's a pretty good chance of other players getting spy. I think it's 1 out of 6 chance. So when they have spy and you have a lot of cards, you're gonna be the target, especially I'm leading. If I have only 1 card, then blue is gonna think, okay, should I draw from gray or should I draw from red? Anyway, what's my next move? So my next move would be the wheat port. I can't guarantee that I get it, although it's not that important. I have aqueduct, so I don't have flexibility issue. The reason I say I can't guarantee that I get it because blue is 2 rows away, I'm 1 row away. But if blue somehow has a road building, he gets there before I do. So I'm just gonna take a chance here. So I did the robber hopping again, putting on my own 6, and then block somebody. Again, I was thinking who I should block. I consider gray to be in a stronger position because gray is closer to aqueduct. Actually, that's not even true because gray doesn't produce any paper. Anyway, it's hard to tell who's leading. Or, I mean, who's a second? I'm leading. So, I get to build one more road. This is a turn I get a little nervous. You see another, oh, okay, I get a green card, but blue doesn't because that's a 3 red dice. Still, you see blue use a master merchant, still, for me, paper is gone, which, of course, he's trying to get to that aqueduct. It's a little late. By the time he gets aqueduct, I'm pretty close to winning the game. He actually builds a road towards the wood port, so I'm safe. He's not fighting for that wheat port. So I can basically just focusing on getting that wheat port. So after the wheat port, definitely I'm gonna go for the green metropolis. I'm ahead. I have level 3. Other players have level 2. There's no way that gray can get it. Blue and I share the 4, so we're gonna have the same pace in terms of getting the paper. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the green metropolis. That gets me up to 10 points. With a merchant, that gets me up to 11. So all I need to do is build 2 more roads and get the longest road to win, to get to 13 points. On this turn, if blue doesn't build enough knights, since I have 3 active knights and gray only has 2, I get to get 1 point if the next row is a black sheep. So why does blue put on my 8? When I have an active knight defending that 8. The reason is that there's only one step, the barbarian is only 1 step away. There's only a quarter of a chance that black sheep is not rolled for the next 2 rows, and I get to move that robber, which is pretty small, 25%. So that's a good move, putting on my 8. So as you can see, blue actually builds 3 knights. So he gets to get that point. Interesting. But that also means blue is spending a lot of valuable resource on the knights instead of building city. Finally, I get to use my sabotage because everyone gets 7 points now. So I get to build that settlement. I have a crane again. So I just need 2 paper. I'm thinking what I should select. So I'm thinking about my next move. The next move, I mean the move after I get the green metropolis. So my next move would be the road building, the longest road. Gray already has 5 roads, but gray doesn't have a lot of brick production unless 11 is road. Gray may have trouble building their additional roads. So I could just surprise him, honestly. Of course, it's gonna depend on what's being rolled, and I have a resource monopoly. I'm basically at this point I would be tracking what other players are getting, so I can make sure I get like at least 3 or 4 resources. Here, I know that everyone has 2 sheep, so I monopolize sheep, put a merchant on my sheep port, put on a merchant on my sheep tile, and I get green metropolis because I have the green. So I got up to 11 points, and all I need is to build 2 more roads, unless gray builds more roads. There's a good chance other players also have merchant. If you look at the yellow progress card deck, out of total 18 yellow cards, there are 6 merchants. So the chance of getting merchant is very high late game. I'm keeping selecting break from the aqueduct, just to hoping to sneak a win, surprise people by building 3 roads. And there's a 4. I'm very lucky. The 4 exactly. Basically, that's a win for me on a 7th road. And as you can see, 7th now road. I can build 3 roads, and I take the longest road. There is the win. I get my merchant back. I think Gray just use his merchant. So it's a very quick game. I made a few mistakes, but not enough for me to lose this game. So thanks for watching. If I have to summarize, I think the early aqueduct is a key to winning this road. Again, getting back to my golden rule number 2, aqueduct is just overly powerful. So always keep an eye on the aqueduct and see whether you can get it or whether other players is trying to get it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope to see you in my next video.